Alright, well, hello. We are here playing Left 4 Dead again. Yeah, it's currently right now it's Tabor, Chinese food, me, Avagantamos. There's Anthony, who I haven't played this game with yet. He will be replacing Snail.
Yeah.
Because he was boring.
He is very boring.
Alright, let's continue. Let's go into this
Kyle, you take point.
uncharted forest.
Wait, what about our characters?
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, Tabor's Bill.
Oh.
I'm Francis. Snail's Zoe. Anthony's
And I chose CHINESEFOOD.
Lewis. Yeah.
What did
Tabor should be Bill. It's all big into the military and all that.
Oh,
Oh god.
Tabor, you
Well,
do you
it
really
took a
have to leave
while.
now?
No, I'm not. I didn't say I have to leave. I have to turn off my computer because it's lagging.
Why do you have to turn
up.
off your... Shouldn't be.
It took a while, but oh god. Yeah, this guy's in half. Anyways, it took a while, but
Damn.
I finally got my Walking Dead poster up.
Oh, really?
Ever.
Okay.
Finally.
Yeah, let's go across this rickety ass old bridge.
I don't trust that rickety ass bridge. I don't trust it. But I got past
second
it.
Pistol. Ammo.
Oh, that was
Man.
quick.
Molotov. No, I want.
You've killed me a lot with those things before. I don't trust you anymore with them.
I like the fire.
Tabor,
Flames.
Tabor, I need the
pyromaniac.
bathroom.
Pills.
I need the bathroom, Tabor.
Pills here.
Maintenance in the light, or what the fuck was it? Maintenance to the women's restroom.
Bill. Bill.
Oh, fuck off.
Any reason you guys are having a circle jerk in the bathroom?
Fuck off.
It is fun.
I hear a boomer. Oh god.
There he is, I see him! Come back here, Freddy.
Oh,
Got
how did I
him.
get hit by that? Oh, run.
Oh, run! I'm running back!
Run away!
Get out of the trees!
Not those! Not those! Oh god, no!
Oh god! It's over, man. Game over. Oh my god, there's so many!
Snail, I got you, don't worry!
I hear
Oh,
a
get the
smoker
corner.
right here, I'm dead. No! No! No!
Go get him, go get him!
In the forest, being
Got it.
sexually molested. Oh, I didn't realize I was up. Francis.
Don't
is
worry,
down.
I got
Francis
you.
like
is
a woman.
screaming like a little bitch.
Fuck you,
So is
Lewis.
Kyle.
Fuck you, Lewis. Here, I can't do a Francis.
Lewis.
Do
Wait, did we jump down there?
Czechoslovakian man, but I can't.
No, you died down there.
Czechoslovakian man. Kyle, heal
God.
up. Or take some pills.
No.
You know-
Kyle won't heal, he's
I'm
stubborn with his health.
Fast motherfucker.
Hobble, Kyle, hobble!
I've
Getting
been
pee?
hobbling. Yeah, I was gonna ask if I could go out and get some more Lay's potato chips, but oh fuck!
Oh, gee, how did you not get hit by that?
But my dad is not here, and my mom is sick. So I'll have to
I
settle
got my
for
Lay's
strawberries.
potato chips.
Francis.
I hear a smoker.
I did nothing.
Ooh.
I'll
Oh,
heal
this
now.
isn't good stuff.
Close the door! Close the door! Oh, okay.
Tabor's out there still for some reason.
I need to heal
Pipe
up.
bomb.
Do 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 do. Do 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 do.
First aid.
Do 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 do. Oh, Molotov! Molotov! Ah!
Yeah, I dropped it for the pipe bomb.
Come on, everyone in here.
No! No!
It's
You're
your
not
worst enemy, the
escaping?
smoker.
Yeah!
It's your worst enemy, the friendly
No!
smoker.
No, no! No, 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 no!
Oh,
Oh.
that was close. Yeah, 5.
Mm-hmm.
Good job, Tabor. You contributed nothing. Ha!
He
Oh,
helped.
yeah. Look at
It's
that.
damage. Only help by taking the least amount of damage. Kyle took 102. You should be dead!
So useful.
Record. 1.
7, 4,
God,
2,
Taver,
1.
you just like, fuck.
He's terrible.
I got a shotgun, and I'm not really.
Follow the train.
Head north, Echo.
Yeah.
Correct. How can this stop
Last
any
time
Follow
we
the
did
tracks.
this, we got completely molested.
Head
by
north
a tank.
to Echo. We deserve this.
Right. Let's fuck shit up. Look, fire hydrant. Holy Jesus
In
Christ.
this world, soft drinks or cold drinks cost $1.25.
That's about the
actually
same
how much
price
they-
as if you go
Yeah.
to like an amusement park. Some.
Yeah, or my high school. It's expensive as shit.
When you can just buy a 12-pack of Mountain Dew for like $6.
Yeah.
You could save some money.
You
I
could.
think I just had an
essentially.
epiphany. I heard.
Oh,
Did
I
you
heard-
just have? Did you just have a penny
There's a-
pincher
is-
moment?
Is there a
Sam,
bird?
remember
There's a
that?
bird on the back of this, guys. Come look.
You got- wait, there's a bird? I've never seen a bird in this game. Like
Right there, look
crap
on the
out
back of
this
it.
game.
Yeah, there is.
Look on
Oh shit! The friendly smoker strikes again.
Oh, guns! Guns, guns! Guns!
Where?
Lucale guns.
There's so many
Busted
zombies.
the
I
damn
remember-
hole in the wall.
I remember the last time.
Ah!
I'm having flashbacks.
Ah!
It's so
Let's
dark in
get
here.
out of here before we all die.
Yeah, that happened last time we played here. It was really bad. I'm having flashbacks.
No flashback.
Boomer!
Well, Bill
Or
is
like
slightly
Hank
senile.
punching the hell out of us. Flashback.
Oh, I remember this. You guys left,
the boomer.
and I was dumb.
You
and-
got-
Fuck, damn it! I forgot! Again.
Run!
Forgot that did that. No! Oh, okay, I thought there'd be like 30 of them jumping down and...
Oh,
What?
son of a bitch!
Oh! Where? Where? No! Oh, God! Crazy bitch! Oh, she's going for me! She's just running!
I startled her and
running.
she's going after you.
Taver!
Yeah, she's just running now.
Hurry up!
I think she went by Taver.
No, nope. Me and Taver is.
Oh!
Anthony, I'm like
Right
down on
there!
her.
Snail.
You guys are retarded.
Where did the witch go? I hear a tank.
Oh!
Yeah! There kind of is a tank.
I'm gonna flank it. I'm gonna flank
Oh
it.
God!
I'm gonna flank it. I'm gonna
Run.
flank his ass. Oh, and he's done it! On the rear of the tank!
Oh God!
Ooh.
Okay,
See, that's
thank you,
the
tank.
direction I went in the first place. Oh God!
God.
No, that's a smoker! My worst enemy!
Oh, God.
He arises again! Oh God, with like certain— No! 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 Oh, the tank!
I'm not going back.
I'm lighting him on
Tank
fire!
will save you.
In the
I'm not going
flames! In the
fuck.
flames! Run. Run.
I can't get him.
Run. Run.
Taver! Wait! Oh,
How am I alive?
The tank saved you.
Snail, you
The
should have
friendly
been
tank.
there for that. You should have been there for that, but the tank just saved me from a smoker, my worst enemy.
Keep
God, he's
running,
still
keep
coming.
running, keep running, keep running.
He's still coming.
Or in your case, keep hobbling.
You go! Come at
He
me,
got
you
punched,
ugly
and
son of
he's
a
gonna
bitch!
instantly die.
Where is he? I see him. I see him. He's on fire. Oh, he's dead. He's dead.
Go!
You're a
What are you
boomer.
doing?
I'll cover your. Go, man. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Oh, wait.
No. Go.
Anthony, look at me.
Hobble,
Look up.
Kyle.
Aka.
Hobble. I got you.
Oh, goddamn.
Assemble in the safe room.
room.
Avengers,
Wait,
assemble!
Look, look.
Avengers assemble.
News
Oh,
team! Assemble!
Who
Yep,
the hell
that
would
six
be
is
Captain
amazing.
America?
Me.
Obviously. That was
Oh.
in Canada.
I'd be Tony Stark.
No, I think it would be Bill since
off,
he's
I want to be Iron Man.
been in
That would be
wars.
the whole.
You already said. You always said. You
No,
already
I'd
said
be
you're
the
Captain
Incredible
America.
Hulk.
What, Taver? What were you trying to show us?
Lewis would be the pointless character Hawkeye.
Even though Hawkeye
Hawkeye.
in the movie was kicking ass and taking names.
Yeah.
I was expecting him at some point to do like 360 YY off a building with a bow and like
With a ladder stall in
shoot
between
something,
that.
and then like the bow. Look, then like the arrow does like a 360 around him into a person or something like that. Like fuck.
I'm going, Kyle. Watch out.
Oh, look, propane. Yeah, there's always stuff in these rooms.
Like that person?
Usually there's like pills. Fuck!
We're already outside.
Bitch.
Sorry, yeah.
Propane!
Oh!
I'm beating him! Beating him!
Beating him senseless with propane.
Dead
Do you work at
people everywhere.
Strickland, Kyle?
I think we should work in the buddy system.
Really? That's because nobody ever uses that in a zombie campaign.
Behind you! Francis.
Stop
He's gone.
punching me.
Me and Kyle are moving out.
Okay. Oh, there's a witch! Who's got the auto shotty?
Hide him.
Oh, there
Not
she is,
I.
there she is, there she is, under the light.
Hide
Oh,
him.
I see her.
Okay, get up close to her, and wait until her arms are all up in the air. Shoot it! Go! Yeah!
Found her, nice.
I shot her
I hear a
twice,
hunter.
think.
Stupid,
Good.
sexy bitch.
There he
We're
is.
not sexy in any way, shape.
Put a
or
bag
form.
over her head and
Hey,
then
wait, come
she
over
would,
here. Come over here, there's usually
quite
shit.
sexy.
by
Yeah,
the
but she'll
campsite.
tear your dick off of those
Come to the
claws.
campsite.
Why would
Oh,
you
look, a
want
pipe
one?
bomb.
Why would you want room from that person? I'm in it just from the
Right.
titties. It's over
It
here?
sounds like you can get really easily infected. Very easy.
Probably.
She would get so
I'm
many
pretty sure she
STDs,
has
it's not
something.
even funny.
I'm pretty
Oh,
sure she has something.
gasoline. Ooh.
And it may, and it may
Okay,
or may not
new
be
code
something.
names for all the special infected. Okay, the tanks are the Incredible Hulk. Oh god.
Oh shit!
Ah! Ah! Like the gas cans! Like, ah! Fucker! Oh, not while I was in there!
Oh god!
No,
It's
that's
coming.
Smoker, smoker, help!
No one
Thank you.
deserves that fate.
No, my-
No, the fire's breaking the window. Or the fucking door.
Here's your first aid kit.
Feet of flame!
There you
anyways,
guys are.
Hey, look, guns.
The new code names for the special infected hunters can be Michael Jackson.
Oh god.
The smokers are...
Dude, that's not nice, he's dead. Pay some respect.
Everyone dies eventually.
Yeah. Okay.
Fine, the
True.
smokers are Dylan.
Yeah. No, the hunters are Dylan. No,
Ah.
the smokers. The
What
smokers.
about the boomers? Boomers should
Boomers
be
can be
Boom.
Fat Albert,
Yep.
Yep, that works.
and the witches can be Britney Spears.
Leave Brittany alone.
I'm in a
Yeah.
barn all by
Seriously, leave her alone.
myself because I came in here for ammo, and now shit's breaking through the roof.
I'm coming, Kyle. I'm coming in. Coming in. I'm coming in. Kyle, I see you.
Here, wait.
No, I'm watching
I hear
you.
gunshots all the way out there. Oh yeah, this is where the bridge breaks. Oh fuck yeah.
Come on,
Or do it now again. When we're all
Kyle,
not
do you want me to
prepared.
heal you?
No, I'm perfectly fine. Go,
You're limp.
go, 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 go. Go for it.
Off,
Go
you
for it.
fucking policeman.
Go for it. Go for it. I'm going
Oh my
for it.
god.
Oh, go for it.
I went for it.
You
No!
left me.
No, 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 no.
Hurry up.
No, no, run. No, no, run.
Oh fuck.
Did
We're
anyone
done.
see that?
Game over, man.
Didn't see
Game
that coming.
over.
That's why I was saying run. Ow! Ow, the pain!
Oh no!
Get up on this, get up on this, get up on this.
Ah!
Get up on this. This has no
Smoker!
ladder. Get up the ladder.
I'm
There we go,
being
do nothing.
Oh shit. Well, Snail's dead.
Fuck it. Is there
Other
any
guys here
safety?
too.
I forgot the name of the smoker we gave.
Was
Fucking
it?
Dylan.
Yeah, it was Dylan.
Tabor, we're so fucked. Oh, I'm down. Tabor, no,
Oh,
don't leave
God.
me!
I'm trying not to get killed.
Don't leave me! You
Wow,
won't
I
get killed.
died.
You have plenty of health. Pick me up, damn it.
This is all. This is all
There's
not real
plenty
health.
of health.
We're dead. We're all dead.
Do it quick, do it quick, do it quick. I have a pipe bomb.
Oh god! Shoot
Oh
him!
god,
Shoot him!
no! Fuck!
Holy fuck.
Fuck! Fuck! I'm reloading. I said I'm reloading!
Oh god, here comes the tank!
Kill it! Kill it! Kill it!
Okay, for one zombie, the pipe bomb goes out.
Unload on it! Kill it!
Run!
There we go.
There's no run. What? Is it dead?
Yeah.
I'm healing.
Heal
I'm
me,
healing.
heal myself.
I'm healing.
Yeah, me too.
Hey!
There should be a med pack on my dead body. Take it.
You guys
Oh
are
wait,
alive.
there we are.
Someone's alive.
Oh, it's Snail.
No, it's Snail.
Oh, it's
I
me?
did. There's
Yeah.
Anthony in his...
Save me,
Where's
Tabor.
Anthony and his dead body.
It's not
Just open
invincible.
the damn door.
I like shooting the door. It's more fun.
Fucker. Trying to bust
Right.
in like a hero. Pills.
Might
I
need
need some
these.
pills. Let's do this.
You did not need pills.
I did need.
I hear... No!
Tabor, I'm
Okay,
lost.
Save house
the
ahead.
big,
Ramp.
thing, the big, ramp that we were trying to go
Oh,
up
there it is.
before, yeah.
Until I got pimp slapped by a...
Tank.
So I
right,
went up
right.
there, then I started screaming run, and apparently no one heeded my warnings.
I didn't know where... I didn't know... I thought I had
There's a
my
hunter
time.
in a safe room!
Cheater.
Frickin'
Well then,
frick.
I missed the party.
How am I down to 46 health? What the fuck?
Not being careful.
Oh, it's because of the
I
hunter.
saved us all.
Tabor 69. That's how many zombies you killed.
That's the perfect number. Dylan's then. I don't know what
Yeah.
Dylan's email was.
What was his email?
LoveDub69. How
Oh yeah.
fucking creepy.
It sounds like a porno.
Doesn't it?
It does.
I need this.
Oh,
I need a
my
heal.
God. Okay, wait, let's
Looks
read
like
let's
a
read these. Let's read these. What's this say?
Oh.
I only took 1 health back. Follow the
Okay.
tracks. Echo. Keep following the tracks. Is that all of them?
Tally marks. This room doesn't really have that much on it.
Most of them do though.
I think. Wait, can you get up here? I think you can get up
Hey,
here.
look, someone made dinner.
Bum, 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 bum.
Holy shit! It
Look
must
at
have been me.
Look at me. Look at me.
It doesn't seem very appetizing. This is my bullets.
Are bouncing off
Look
it.
at me. Look at me.
You know what?
Always
Look at me.
facilitate off a Molotov.
I
at me
apparently
go.
protected Tabor.
Look at me
Wait,
go.
what the hell? Why do I have this shotgun? Oh, because I died. That's right.
Look at me go.
Snail, there's weapons down over
Ow!
here.
Hey! That fucking hurt. Yeah, Snail, there's like the better weapons right here.
Oh, I thought I had the normal shotgun.
The auto shot? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right, we're moving. I
This
think
Kyle
this
was
is the mission
gimpy
with
ass.
Optimus Prime.
Ah,
Yeah, it is.
Level. Oh, this is the one with all the dead cows and people in the barns. Yes.
Oh,
that was one.
I was playing versus on here and I punched someone off the roof of this barn as a tank.
Double pistol.
Where?
Right,
Oh,
right
table
below me.
by the ladder.
Okay, thank you.
I've already got 2.
You know what, Taylor? Shut the fuck up.
Well, no, because I didn't die.
Cause you're a bitch.
Pipe bomb.
With this
Look at all the
more-
I'm
cows.
going on the roof.
Look at all the cows.
The cows, no.
Ow!
Ew.
Yeah, that would be so sad.
Ew.
Yeah, they all have like their faces not off.
Wonder why they're only their faces.
Apparently zombies like beef.
I didn't make it!
I
Ah!
did.
Ah, my legs! Why? God damn it.
Okay, look where I am. Go inside. Look at.
Yeah, I know, I always used to do that. No!
Oh,
No, get in here, no, no. Oh, this goes nowhere! But there's, oh,
Fuck.
yes.
Ah!
No,
Ah!
we can't get
Smoker!
you. Ah, help me!
Oh, we
Yes,
can't
no, we
get
can't
to
get
you.
you.
I saved you, Kyle. You come back for me,
We
damn
can't get you! You're
have to.
literally in a spot where we cannot get to you.
You can
Kyle,
go out the
I
window
helped
and
you.
shoot.
Ah, that was a boomer! Oh, I'm gonna die! Ah, yeah,
Kyle,
man.
He's coming for me.
What? How'd
I'm
you?
about to die.
Well, we literally cannot get to you. But you can save moi!
You
I
fuckers.
got up there.
That
so
is
I
the
can
most
see that my
couldn't
guy.
undignified
get to
position,
you.
Zoe.
What do you want
I-
us to do about it?
Go outside and come to me, Jesus! It wasn't
couldn't
Anthony who
get
tried.
to you.
Yeah, you can. I got to him just a little
well,
too
fuck
late.
It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
It did matter, but you were bitching and
Doesn't
not
matter now.
trying.
Doesn't matter now.
I'm gonna troll your asses.
I already got that covered.
Oh God.
Thanks, Kyle.
Welcome. Oh, into that house. The house. Oh, the lodge.
House?
The lodge. But I think the witch is in it, so fuck that. The house. Oh no, wait, there she is. Run. Run, run.
Oh wait, no,
Run,
there she is.
Watch out,
Run,
Kyle
run.
Boomer.
Run, run. Run, run. Run, run. No, no, no! Fuck! Oh!
Oh mate.
I got it. Snail! Where the fuck are you? What the
Where
fuck?
am I? What the hell? Oh, am I
Oh yeah, the lawnmower room.
What the fuck?
Where's Snail? Oh yeah, there. This place.
Go
Molotov!
pistol for you, Snail.
Oh God.
Ah!
No.
In a tank. No.
It's a tank? We are fucked!
I'm
No!
gonna throw him off downstairs. Kyle, get upstairs.
Wait, what? I thought it was
Upstairs,
up
no
here.
safe. Upstairs, no safe.
Wait, what? What you doing right there? Ah! Oh, don't jump. Oh god. Oh god. Okay, I'm staying in this closet. It's not even a closet.
Go up one more level.
I'm not making any.
Oh, Jesus!
Oh my god.
Go
Oh.
down! Go down! Go down!
Yes?
The door open! The door won't open! I can't get out! No! No! I'm trying!
It's beating the shit out of us now.
I'm trying! Yes! I got out! Snail!
You're an asshole, Kyle.
The fucking door wouldn't
Oh.
open! Fuck you, Snail! The door wouldn't fucking open! Don't get mad at me! The door literally, I
Time
swear,
to get
I
out,
was
let's
opening
go.
it, and it was like closing instantly.
That
I could
house?
not open it.
Is a nightmare house.
Oh my god.
That
Yeah.
was the nightmare house.
You're a
Nearly
boomer.
got out.
Dead. Sad face.
Get in, get in, get in.
We nearly got out.
Ah! Fuck, Snail died twice.
Yeah, because first time you guys were pussies.
No, first time I did not I completely didn't think we could get back to you. Okay. Second
You're
time,
pussies.
my door wouldn't open, so fuck off.
I'm
Most of
I'm
those
so
times
sorry.
I was the only one trying to actually save Snail.
I would have as well. My door.
Yeah, but you could have gone back and tried to save him that one time.
Well, I
Oh,
tried,
there's a
I
second pistol in
completely
here,
thought-
Snail.
Oh, let's read these. Let's read these.
Snail,
David,
second pistol right here.
Where's the health
think-
pack?
What the fuck? The what? The
Right
farm.
here.
The farm is over. Everyone we meet keeps
I'm
dying.
taking these.
It's gone. Where? Heading?
Oh, shit.
Heading north.
Oh, wrong person.
Highway. Wait, why are you healing me? Why are you healing me?
That's just med packs.
Stop that. Stop that. But I could have picked up my own health kit. Very much.
The herd
That Taver doesn't have one.
I heard cell phones still work in Riverside.
That's a lie.
Go.
Oh, Tabor's now fucked.
He is getting old.
Is he in
Taver.
game
He's
chat?
leaving. No, he's idle. He's not there.
Are you fucking me?
Okay, wait for Taver. Wait for Taver. Snail, don't.
Let's just beat the shit out of him.
Now he's back. Goes idle. Is this the last mission? This is the last mission.
Yeah.
Oh, he's still idle.
Yeah. No, he's still idle.
Forget it.
Ah. Oh my god, Taver, you're actually...
Daver, you're a dumb.
Oh, whoa, I am lagging.
Oh, so was I.
So, why did you leave, Taver?
Because I had to go help. my
And
mom's
didn't
groceries.
inform us.
So I didn't.
Like always.
Brought a ton of groceries.
You didn't inform us.
It
Yeah,
does not
'cause I didn't
matter.
think I need to.
No! Doesn't matter, we shall continue. Stop shooting me! Shall continue on.
I'm honestly just thinking this is the right way to
Oh, Jesus!
No! 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 Anthony, no! Don't die!
Bullshit.
Don't not run!
Bullshit.
Don't not run!
Snail stuck.
That's fucking
Fuck
bullshit.
Snail! Boomer!
I
Oh my
tried
God.
to run. I'm saving you, assholes. You might want to run. There's a
Okay,
tank.
I'm running.
Zombies sticking me in
running.
place.
Oh, a smoker. I hear you, asshole.
Wow. Gonna let
Why?
me and
Why
Snail
did
die
you
to a
do
tank
that?
for the 3rd time.
Oh my God, I might make it. Oh my God, I
Wow.
might
You
make it.
died to his
What a
tank.
Oh my God, I might make it. Ah! Ah! Is he
Well,
coming?
Tabor's on his own.
Is he coming to me?
No.
Oh, he's
I
gonna
got
He
him.
went on. He went forward instead of going back to the safe room.
No, I'm not saying Tabor. I'm at the tank. We all got split up there.
I'm going to die because this is
Oh
the
God,
last part.
Tabor's dead. And I'm in the safe room. I hear you, Hunter. Fuck you.
Oh God.
No, the tank's after Tabor.
Oh,
There's
You have time
Snail.
to do it.
Or no, there's me.
Oh my God.
I can't move
No,
though.
no, that's me. No, yeah, that's me. I see the ponytail.
I can't.
Open the door and get him in
Oh
here.
my God.
Oh.
Snail,
Sorry,
kill
Jim,
it.
no
It's
hard
almost
feelings.
dead.
Oh, it is? Oh, fuck, bullshit it is.
Killed Tabor.
Yeah. Go upstairs.
wait,
Me. I'm upstairs. Go.
Can't find the stairs.
God, you made it
found him.
back.
I fade him. I made him. I found him. Hello.
Thank you.
And just wait for me to spawn. Close like the closet doors, so then I might be able to spawn.
I'm gonna die, but I'm going. I'm
Good
fucking
weapons.
shitting my pants. I know I'm gonna
Grab
get
weapons
snapped by
while we
smoker.
can.
Oh my God.
I'm healing up,
Oh,
Anthony. There's one more
God.
health pack for you.
This is intense as fuck.
Taking this one for Tabor.
That's fine.
I should've just. Okay, never mind. Fuck. I'm not gonna make it. I'm not gonna make it.
Oh, I got another one.
This is intense as fuck.
You did?
Yeah, I found one.
Why are there zombies here?
Uh-huh.
Watch out, there's a boomer somewhere.
No! Fuck!
Bye, Kyle.
Fuck!
Oh, Snail started.
Fuck!
Oh, you shouldn't have started it. Should have waited till.
We were waiting
if I
for
were-
Tabor.
I'm upstairs. I think.
Oh, there he is!
Fuck!
Shit, man, no.
We're
Oh, you're both
there.
up here.
How? Despawn when I die. What the? Hey!
Weapons are downstairs, guys.
Oppa! Oh wait! Oh wait, guys! Come upstairs. I have a plan. Don't start it yet. I have a plan. Everyone grab auto shotties. Is there a health pack anywhere? Okay, no, because you guys all took them.
I can give you one, Kyle.
No, it's okay. No, yeah, okay.
They both have another one.
Yeah. I don't know. Okay. Does everyone have an auto shotty? Or whatever, fine, whatever. Do it.
I'm gonna heal you.
This'll help.
Heal. Me.
Stay
Healing
still.
saver.
I can help you.
Thanks.
Okay.
That was-
Does everyone have an auto shotty?
Body.
Everyone have an
Yeah.
auto
Hey,
shotty?
look, it's me.
What?
I don't see you, Tabor. Anyways,
Oh, from me. I'm
okay,
right
everyone
there.
upstairs. So, we all go in the kids' room, okay? Basically, one person stands up on the bed
Dibs on this
here.
bed.
Okay, now Tabor, you crouch down right here. Okay? No, right here. Yeah,
I know.
that's where I am. Okay? And then you two shoot out the window. Then me and Anthony. Anthony crouch down in front of me. In front of me. In front of me. In front of me. There. Okay, and
Yeah,
then,
I'll
and
go
then when it
start it.
starts, yeah, you go start, and then close the door on your way in, and basically we all just kind of like shoot
Tabor,
out
look
the
at Teddy
window
Bear.
and the door.
I'm placing this here.
What?
That.
It's bedtime.
The little baby doll! Oh, and it's gone.
Time to run.
Close the door on your
Nobody
way in, close the door on your way.
home.
Okay, good. Alright, let's do this.
You guys watch the
Anthony,
window.
watch the door. Yeah,
Yeah, we
Anthony,
know.
watch the door. Okay, we got this. We can do this. I believe
know
in us.
this.
Shane. We can do this.
No, we're not doing that. We're not copying famous people.
Famous people. I'm reloading, Tiber. After this,
What?
we should
How
get
did
some crispy
propane
chicken.
tank explode?
I put
Oh,
one
'cause
at
Anthony brought it up
the
here.
steps.
Ah.
Tiber, you're just unloading. You just have to shoot him once. Tiber, go, fire! I'm reloading.
Nothing there.
This is pretty good
Why?
for now.
I like just seeing him fly.
Anthony, remember when we shot that hunter into space?
And he rafflecoptered out the damn window.
No, it wasn't out the window. Remember, it was like randomly out in the open. He just like went
This is
flying.
working pretty well.
Oh yeah, earlier on, yeah, today.
We shot him into space.
This
I wonder if
is
this
like
would
the
actually
most
work.
teamwork we've used throughout this entire playthrough.
Oh! Oh!
I got it. I got
Now
it.
everything's done. Everything's
Open
over.
the Sean.
You on, kid?
Hold the line. Watch like a tank fly through the door.
Probably gonna happen. We're gonna come through the window.
All right,
window.
All right. Hold the line, man. Basically, if it comes through the door, we jump out the window, and if it comes through the window, we go through the door.
Can I stand?
It's just the
in case?
window
What if,
hurts more.
what if, Kyle, it comes through the cabinet?
I think it's coming through the door. No,
I'm
wait.
moving.
Oh no, get him off!
Is he coming up the window?
I don't know. Yes!
Oh, run!
Run, run! Okay, wait. Oh, I'm gonna
Which
get
way?
out.
Which way? I'm
I'm
going
gonna
this
get
way.
out On the roof. I'm on the roof. I'm on the roof.
Taylor, let's go.
I'm gonna
No!
find
But there's a smoker! Oh! Guys, I'm up on
Taylor,
the
I think
roof.
the
Where
tank's
is he?
coming for us. The tank's
don't-
coming
we
for
don't-
us!
Where are you guys?
Run away, Taylor.
Guys, you should have came up on the roof.
Oh,
It's just
oh, oh.
fuck up here.
Oh, oh, oh.
Where is he? He's underneath me! Oh, ambush!
He's moonwalking towards me. Get him! Get him! I don't want to be raped.
We're wrangling him. Oh, no!
Ah! Ah! No! No! Run! No!
Oh,
he's
God.
done.
Everyone,
The
ammo.
beast is
Back
dead.
inside, back inside, back inside.
Everyone ammo. Everyone ammo and into your positions.
Smoker!
Everyone,
Run, 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 run!
into your positions, everyone! Take hold!
But he has no quarrel with us.
Okay, good.
Fire!
One got in!
No!
You
All
bastard!
three of you.
Ah.
It gets all three of you. Of course.
I can't see him.
Taver,
I
back
haven't
up.
been puked on one of
I
those the
can't see.
entire fucking time.
The boomer knocked me in a weird direction.
How
Yeah,
come I'm the
yeah.
one with the least health?
Because you're the
Where'd
woman.
that hunter go?
Shut up, Taylor.
Oh God, there he is!
That answers the question, doesn't it? Oh, we just lit that guy up.
There's all this blood all over the stairs. Now get back up on that bed.
But I don't want to be on the bed. Look how. Oh, oh,
Oh, God, no!
oh!
I got him.
There's a
Got
boomer
it.
outside. There's a boomer right
Oh, I didn't even
Oh, you dirty son of a bitch. Wait,
Yeah,
Yeah,
knock it off,
Zoe.
Zoe.
how did I do that?
What?
Take this.
Alright,
Oh,
wait. Hopefully it comes through the window again, because that worked pretty well last time.
Relatively.
yep.
Run, 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 run.
I'm getting on the roof again.
Yeah, that's not a bad
Oh.
idea.
That's the second time a smoker's come for you when you've done that.
Oh, he's right here! Yeah, fuck you. You can't get me. I'm fucking amazing. He's just looking at me as I'm shooting him. Tabor, get him on that side. Yeah. Wow.
Did he die?
Cornered
Oh,
like
he's
this.
hanging by his feet.
There it is. There it is. Go for it. Oh no, wait. It's circled around. It's No. Wait. Fuck. I don't remember. Just go.
Yeah,
Just go
it does. It does.
Go for it. Just go for it. Just go for it. It ends up on this side though.
Oh!
I see it. I'm making a run for it.
Run for it.
Hold, go.
You gotta get in it, Snail. Get
I
in
know.
It. Get in. Wait, Tabor.
Where's Tabor?
No.
Oh.
No!
No, why are you?
Oh, it's magic!
I didn't realize Tabor was gone until the very end.
I said.
Did anyone else notice the zombie climbing midair?
Yeah, I saw that.
Did anyone notice the smoker that killed me?
No.
No.
We were all
Didn't
too
see
busy
when we drove
running.
past it. Look.
I remember Chinese food.
Good. Don't skip. Let's see.
To
How
see.
many times we all died? That took 30.
That only 36 minutes, wow.
Yeah.
3 parts.
Yeah, I only died once. Snail died 4 times.
Shut. Well,
I got
I've
incapacitated.
been in,
it would have been
in-cap
3
twice,
if you guys
died
weren't
twice.
pussies.
First aid
Pussy,
kits
I don't
used,
know.
3.
I bet I killed like look at that, 10 hunters, 8
You probably-
smokers. Oh, I didn't get the most common
100.
infected.
5 boomers.
Look at all the damage
2
me
smokers.
and Snail took.
248 common infected. 744 I took
I
the
shot
Friendly
damage.
fire
Much
incidents,
made.
Anthony shooting us 19 times. I protected the
I
most.
purposely shot you, Kyle, once, and I still have the least amount.
I have the best headshot accuracy.
Wow, we
in
killed,
every game
like-
we played.
I had the best overall though.
Like,
We didn't
no
kill that
Because
many.
we ran past a lot of them.
Yeah, we did. Well, that was fun. Thanks for joining us, and tune in next time. You guys want to say
Yep.
anything?
See you guys.
Bye.
Tabor.
Bye.
Yep. Meh.
Bye.
Meh.